Easter lasts until Pentecost, and Pentecost is the 24th of May this year, when we celebrate the coming of the Holy Spirit and the birth of the Christian Church. I'd like you to think with me for a moment this morning about how the disciples changed during that first Easter time. They had spent 3 years with Jesus, and we might have thought that they understood his teachings and what was going to happen to him, but no. You'll remember the scene in the Garden of Gethsemane on Thursday, the Thursday of his trial, when the Pharisees and the chief priests arrived at dead of night to arrest Jesus. Peter immediately took to violence and sliced off one of the soldiers' ears, and then they all fled for their lives. And later that night, Peter denied 3 times that he even knew Jesus Christ. Then on Good Friday, at the crucifixion, there's only one of the disciples, John, who's mentioned as even being there. None of them are mentioned at the burial of Christ. They'd all deserted him. And where were they on Easter morning? They were huddled together in a locked room in case the Jews would come and crucify them too. But then a dramatic change occurs in them. And I'm not even talking about when they met the resurrected Christ. I'm talking about the Pentecost, when the gift of the Holy Spirit came, that Christ gave his Spirit to his followers. Now, I don't understand this. I'm absolutely baffled by it. I'm confused by it. But I can't deny it, given the evidence that there is for it both then and now. It clearly changed the lives of those terrified disciples in an amazing way. They became full of courage, and they spent the rest of their lives experiencing a new state of existence, a knowledge, a peace, a focus. They devoted themselves to sharing Christ's message of peace, travelling all around the known world to tell everyone they could about it. They got beaten up, they got imprisoned, and they even died for that message. And here we are, 2,000 years later, 2.4 billion people, 28% of the current global population, still call themselves Christian. Now, I know that's a cultural connection for many people, but there's also a large number of people for which it is a faith that empowers them and changes their daily lives. So, despite all my doubts, like those of Thomas that the Reverend Chris talked about last week, I find this message compelling. What do you think?